Hello. Greetings. Namaskaram. Bienvenidos. It's a beautiful day, beautiful night. Coming up on the new moon, darkest night of the month. So it's water in the feet, full moon, water in the head, new moon, water in the feet. And tomorrow's Ekadashi. Every 11th day after the full and new moon, it's a good day to fast. Just like we throw a ball at 45 degrees, this is 90 degrees, this is 45 degrees. Throw a ball at 45 degrees for the maximum distance. The 11th day after the full moon is basically that same degree. Now, if 180 degrees is 14 days between the new moons, 90 degrees would be 7 days, and half of that would be 3.5. So 3.5 days before the full and new moon is the best time to get that inertia, acceleration, trajectory, alignment. So sunset to sunset. Some people do, no food, no water. Some people do just water fasting. If you find yourself lacking energy or you want to keep on the weight because maybe you're bodybuilding or trying to keep weight for wrestling or a sport, uh, or you simply just want energy, you can add honey to your water and drink that through the day, like 2-3 tablespoons or teaspoons, whatever you feel is right. So I was also thinking about breathing too. So the way we hold our hands influences our breath. And I didn't come across this realization until Sadhguru. So if you want to breathe with me real quick, your spine should be erect, not slouched over. Your spine should be erect. And just take some breaths deeper than normal. Just breathe deeper than normal. In, out, in, out. Now, I want you to put your hands so the palms are facing down, either on your legs or on your lap, wherever you're at. In, out. Notice where the breath is hitting your lungs, where it's expanding in your body. In, out, in, out. And when I tell you, I want you to flip your hands so they're palms up. In, out. Noticing where the breath is expanding in your body. In, out, in, out. Now flip your hands over. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. I'll flip them back over, palms down. In, out, in, out, in, out. Just breathe deeper than you normally would. See where the breath is expanding in your body. In, out. Flip them back over, palms up. Deep breath in, out, in, out, in, out. Now, where did you experience that expansion? You can leave it a comment if you want, or if you don't have to. It's a simple exercise to show us that the way that we're holding our body, even our hands, affects other parts of the body in communication, in transaction, in relationship. So what I notice is that with my hands palms down, the maximum part of the breath is really down, because I stomach breathe as well. I can talk about that. But the maximum part of my breath is in the lower part of my lungs. With my palms up, it's like full expansion throughout the whole lung. Yeah, and stomach breathing. So the lungs are longer than they are wider, literally. And so when we breathe in, when we stomach breathe, the stomach should go out. When we breathe out, the stomach goes in. In, stomach goes out. Out, stomach goes in. And you'll see children, usually under 3, 4, maybe 5 years of age, will naturally breathe like this. We learn this reversed breathing or chest breathing as we age. Like we got the weight of the world on our shoulders. And so bringing that breath down, and Japan, I believe, is called the hara, Hara, the hara, the navel, where we're connected to our mother. So bringing that breath down to the hara will now expand the consciousness in a way that previously it might not have been so expansive with the chest breathing. You might be able to see when you're very anxious, you're breathing with your chest, or you're got a concrete lump in your throat because you're struggling with an emotion or a thing to say. There's this blockage or tensing up of energy, and it's trying to move through. And emotions can get very enthralling. Emotions are just juicy thoughts, and we can think with our whole body. The intelligence is spread across the whole body. So just be mindful of these things. The cycles of the moon, the things that we take in for food, talking about fasting, and how we're breathing. Simple things day to day can start to change your overall perception or conscious awareness that you have throughout the day. It's a beautiful thing. I'm bringing in Ja-Quel here. So if you want, you can breathe with me. I'm going to take a deep breath into my stomach. Relax out. Relax. Fully relax. Another deep breath in. Relax. 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 Final deep breath in. Fully relax into the breath. Fully relax. I'm going to chant Aum 7 times. It's good to chant Aum with the A-U-M, all equal lengths. Ah. 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 Greetings. Hello. Versions of us can play throughout the day, and trying to keep track of them as they sway can seem to make a fray out of the threads, like the end of a carpet, the end of a rug, trying to tie up those loose ends, manage them, keep them organized. But all is in good time. Yes, logic can keep track of the organizational materials, the methods, the language. Yet part of experience cannot be said. You could walk down the street for 30 seconds, have an experience in that 30 seconds, never really be able to tell the totality of everything that happened. It's like a Morse code. It's like a bird's song. Quick on our feet, yet sometimes we stumble and think that the fall, the scrapes, the bruises are not part of the dance, that we should be aware and never fall again. But all is in divine time. So the sense of allowance, the sense of authenticity, receptivity, and a bit of humor can tend to flip that perspective in a beneficial way. Stay positive in the situation no matter what comes the day. And it's okay to buzz like a bee, to swing through the tree like a little monkey, or a parrot, a lovebird flying through the air, the eagles swooping down to see what's there. I invite you to be present when you fall, Yes, bruises and scrapes and broken bones, broken hearts. Tend not to want to go through those when we're analyzing them. But this is also part of life. We would not know creation without destruction. To maintain, to sustain. Yes, balance is key. Awareness is key. Consciousness is the fundamentality. Fundamentality. Fundamental reality. It's a cacophony, a symphony, crash of the cymbals, the language of the cymbals, the beat of the drum, sounds of trumpets and clarinets, the oboe, the bassoon, the flute, and the conductor who may be silent but is manifesting much action to keep things in line. So through practice, you'll find when to fall, when to rise, when to crescendo. This is okay because we learn by doing. Not to rush, not to force, not to drain, but not to shy away from the pain. This too is in divine time, for the seed must be destroyed for the tree to grow. We wanted to preserve the seed for maybe another planting. It might be fruitful, but seeds want to grow. And part of growth is leaving behind the old ways of doing, of being, to transform. The instrument before you has transformed. Certain reflections that you might see could bear a resemblance, yet certain reflections you might see are unknown. It is always this moment. It is always this stream flowing. And we can't cross the same stream twice. It's new water. It's new air that I'm breathing. It's new songs that we're singing. So part of the organization, part of the manipulation, part of the language can be upgraded and must, or else it gets musty and dusty, rusty. Yes, notice your breath. Notice the way you carry yourself. Notice the sun and the light. Notice the dark and what you may call fright. These are all teachers here to learn us how to be. Because part of us wants to expand beyond all boundaries. Yet part of us also wants to communicate with what is familiar or secure. So this dance, you might draw similarities with the infinity symbol, the Ouroboros. It looks like it's going across the same path. But sometimes we forget our consciousness is moving these forward, just like the stream. It never goes to the same place twice. Always a little different. Not to be forced, but to find balance, to find efficiency, find experience. We thank you for this moment and encourage you to live your excitement with no expectations, but staying positive. Never really know what's going to come out in a channeling. Kind of get a message earlier, and it's like, yeah, start with this and then do this. And then it's just a bunch of images and words and pictures and sounds that come through that I see and feel and hear. And so to bring those through in a way takes some getting used to, but it's just like tying your shoe. Look like magic the first time, but after the 10,000th time, you can do it with your eyes closed. Oh, thank you for joining me today. Hope you have yourself a beautiful day or night, wherever you might be.